December 18th, 2022. The greatest World Cup final ever played left us with two undeniable truths. 1. Lionel Messi cemented his status as the undisputed footballing deity. 2. Kylian Mbappé is an absolute machine capable of dragging an entire nation through the gates of hell. But history doesn't freeze frame. Welcome to 2026. The tournament has expanded to a monstrous 48 teams featuring 104 matches across 3 nations. The slate is wiped clean, but a massive question hangs over the North American continent. How exactly will this grueling, reimagined World Cup treat its two legendary protagonists after their historic showdown in the desert? Will it hand Messi the ultimate fairy tale exit, or will it crush him under the weight of time? Will it crown Mbappé as the undisputed king of a new era, or will the crushing pressure of the French captaincy break him? Before we unpack the tactical blueprints, the brutal travel schedules, and the harsh realities awaiting these two superstars, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. We're delivering deep dive football breakdowns all tournament long, and you do not want to miss what's coming next. Drop a comment right now. Who finishes higher in 2026, Messi or Mbappé? Let's get into it. The 48-team labyrinth, a completely new beast. To understand how the 2026 World Cup will treat our two heroes, we have to look at the mechanics of the tournament itself. This isn't the World Cup they played in Qatar. This is an exhausting marathon. For the first time in history, 48 nations are divided into 12 groups of 4. The top 2 teams from each group automatically qualify for the knockout stage. But here's the twist. The 8 best third-place teams join them. That introduces a completely brand new round of fixtures, the round of 32. Think about what that means. In 2022, reaching the final required surviving 7 matches. In 2026, to hoist that trophy at the MetLife Stadium on July 19th, a team must play 8 matches. One extra game might not sound like a lot on a video game, but at the elite international level, at the end of a grueling club season, that extra 90 or 120 minutes is a physical toll paid in blood, sweat, and hamstring tears. Let's layer on the geography. Qatar was microscopic. Teams stayed in the same hotels and rode buses to stadiums. The 2026 edition spans across Vancouver, Toronto, Mexico City, Los Angeles, Miami, New York, and 10 other cities across 3 time zones. We are talking about thousands of miles of flight time, fluctuating altitudes, and radical climate shifts, from the intense heat of Monterey to the humid summer afternoons of the American East Coast. This tournament isn't designed to pamper geniuses. It's designed to test human endurance. And that brings us directly to our 2 main characters. Lionel Messi, the day-to-day defiance of time. Let's start with the reigning king. Lionel Messi enters the 2026 World Cup at 39 years old. Let that sink in. A 39-year-old forward defending a world title. No outfield player in the modern era has carried that kind of tactical burden at his age. For years, the world wondered if he would even be here. Messi himself kept it close to his chest, repeatedly stating he assesses his body on a day-to-day basis, but behind the scenes, the reality is clear. His teammate Rodrigo de Paul leaked the truth. Messi has been working on a highly specific, grueling double-session physical regimen outside his club training, utilizing a private fitness coach solely to prepare his joints and muscles for this precise moment. So how will the tournament treat him? In the group stage, quite kindly. Argentina is placed in Group J alongside Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. Under Lionel Scaloni, Argentina's tactical blueprint has completely adapted to Messi's biological clock. He doesn't press. He doesn't chase fullbacks down the flank. He occupies what analysts call the passive surveillance zone, walking the pitch, reading the structural weaknesses of the opponent, and striking like a viper. With Rodrigo de Paul, Alexis Mac Allister, and Enzo Fernandez acting as his tireless midfield bodyguards, Messi won't need to burn his energy reserves in the first 3 games. The expanded format means Argentina should comfortably navigate Group J without Messi needing to play 90 minutes in every match. But the real test is the knockout stage. The introduction of the round of 32 means the margin for error is non-existent. As the knockout rounds commence in late June, the physical toll will mount. If Argentina faces high-pressing, hyper-athletic European or South American sides in back-to-back weeks, walking won't cut it anymore. The tournament will demand moments where Messi must sprint, turn on a dime, and carry the ball transitionally. If his body holds up under the double-session training he's undergone, his unparalleled vision will orchestrate masterclasses. But if a minor muscle strain flares up, much like the leg injury scare he faced just weeks before the tournament kicked off, the physical reality of a 39-year-old body could turn this tournament into a painful defensive exercise for Argentina. The 2026 World Cup will treat Messi with immense reverence from the crowds, but pitch itself will offer absolutely zero mercy to his age. Kylian Mbappé, the captain's crucible in the storm of criticism. Now, let's look across the aisle at his ultimate rival. Kylian Mbappé enters this World Cup at 27 years old. He is in his absolute physical prime. In theory, a 48-team tournament with an extra knockout round should be his playground. His terrifying explosive pace, deadly finishing, and elite athletic conditioning make him built for a tournament of endurance. Yet, the 2026 World Cup is treating Mbappé with an entirely different kind of pressure, a psychological pressure cooker that has reached an all-time high. Despite racking up a massive 90-goal involvements across his first 2 seasons in Spain, back-to-back trophyless campaigns with Real Madrid have left the global fan base highly critical. An online fan petition demanding his removal from the national spotlight went virally out of control, amassing over 30 million signatures. Heading into the tournament, he's gone 3 consecutive matches without a goal for Les Bleus. For the first time in his life, Mbappé isn't just the young prodigy insulated by veteran leaders like Hugo Raphael Varane or Antoine Griezmann. Those legends have stepped away. Mbappé is now the absolute captain of France. Every tactical failure, every media storm, and every drop point rests squarely on his shoulders. France finds itself in Group 1 alongside Senegal, Iraq, and a dangerous Norway squad led by Erling Haaland. Didier Deschamps' side is younger, faster, but significantly less experienced than the squad that won in 2018 or finished second in 2022. How will the tournament treat Mbappé? It will demand that he evolves from a purely devastating direct goal scorer into an inspirational leader. In the group stage, teams like Senegal and Iraq will deploy deep defensive blocks, the low block, specifically designed to take away the space Mbappé loves to exploit on the left wing. If he becomes frustrated, tries to force individual solo runs, or exhibits the selfish tendencies his critics blast him for, France could find themselves in serious trouble early on. But if Mbappé uses this tournament as a personal redemption arc to silence the global noise, the expanded knockout format plays directly into his hands. When games open up in the later stages, his physical capacity to sprint at full speed in the 85th minute of an 8-game tournament will make him the most lethal weapon on the planet. For Mbappé, this tournament will either be his coronation as a historical icon or the breaking point of his captaincy. The direct comparison: who benefits most from the format? When we weigh these two against each other under the harsh sun of the 2026 format, who actually holds the structural advantage? The math is unforgiving. The 2026 World Cup rewards physical depth and recovery speed. France has an incredibly deep pool of young, hungry talent capable of rotating squads throughout the 104-match schedule. Deschamps can afford to rest key assets. Argentina, while deeply united, relies heavily on the emotional and tactical gravity of Messi. If Messi sits out a game, Argentina's psychological aura alters completely. However, football isn't played on a spreadsheet. The climate and venues of North America offer a fascinating twist. Several knockout matches will be played in indoor, climate-controlled environments like the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta or the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, while others face open-air humidity. Messi, who has spent the last 3 seasons acclimatizing to the rigorous travel and weather patterns of Major League Soccer, possesses a localized familiarity with these exact venues that Mbappé simply does not have. Ultimately, the 2026 World Cup will treat these two titans based exactly on what they have left to give to the game. The stage is set, the expansion is complete, the flights are booked. History is waiting to see who bends this monstrous tournament to their will. If you enjoyed this deep analytical breakdown, make sure to hit that like button right now. It directly helps the channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you high-quality, fact-checked football content. Click the video on your screen right now to watch our tactical breakdown of the top contenders for the 2026 Golden Boot, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.